What's up, guys? So today we're gonna break down the performance of the night in the UFC 304 from Paddy the Baddy Pimblett, okay? It was a jumping guillotine with the transition to the triangle and pretty much put Bobby Green to sleep. So let's take a look and break that down, how Paddy the Baddy was actually able to set this up. So initially, Bobby Green had his right foot forward and Paddy was just standing in a combat base with his right leg back. What Paddy initially wanted to do is he wanted to throw a leg kick and reset back to his original position. As soon as he did that, Bobby Green saw Paddy's shoulder reach back, and in that instant, that was Bobby's cue to shoot, okay? So as soon as he saw Paddy start to reach back for his leg kick, that's exactly when Bobby decided to shoot, and as soon as the kick connected, they both went down to the ground and landed in a position like so, okay? And the thing about Bobby Green's shot is that if you look, there really was no penetration, meaning his shot looked like a shot because he's grabbing the legs, but he didn't enter with any force into the legs, okay? Because if you notice, as soon as Bobby Green shot for his shot, he slipped, landed on both knees, and hugged one leg, okay? So if you notice, there was actually no penetration, whereas a real shot, there was a penetration into the legs, okay? When Bobby Green shot, his leg slipped from the leg kick, and he just went straight down to his knees in a position like this, okay? So as soon as they both landed like so, Bobby Green knew the double leg wasn't there anymore, so he just held onto the single as strong as he could, while at the same time, Paddy started to set up an arm-in guillotine. As soon as he got at this grip, they both made it to the standing position and in a position like so, with Bobby Green's posture compromised and Paddy having a decision here. Paddy can stick to the sprawl and start to finish the sprawl, but in this case scenario, Paddy stuck with the guillotine and maintained this position and ultimately set up a submission, okay? So they started to take a couple steps. As soon as Paddy felt his weight going back, he just made sure that this left leg lifted up and over and out to this far side. This is what's gonna allow the jumping guillotine to facilitate as soon as I land into like a closed guard position. That way, Bobby Green doesn't just roll and escape the guillotine, okay? So as soon as Paddy's ready to launch himself, he just lifts his leg up and places it on the outside. Now all he does is he throws his right leg over to get to a finishing position for this guillotine. So now all that's left for him to do for the jumping guillotine finish is to just throw this top leg over this top shoulder. So he gets this grip, and all he's doing is he's jumping all the way over to the shoulder here and landing in a position like so. As soon as his back landed on the ground, he felt the guillotine slipping out, so all he did was just readjust his knee position to go over the shoulder and lock up, and start to lock up a triangle. So as soon as he's here, he started to bite down, where Paddy started to immediately lock the triangle nice and tight. So initially, Bobby's arm started to cross over, but in this case, made the triangle a lot tighter, okay? While Bobby was doing this, his leg was exposed for Paddy to swim his arm under, adjust, and get into a really good angle to finish this triangle. From here we have a perpendicular angle, making the triangle choke extremely tight on the neck. And probably around this time, Bobby Green actually started to fall asleep, because as Paddy started to roll him over into a position to start attacking the arm, so as soon as Paddy landed in this position, the triangle had been locked and was locked during that sweep mechanics. So as soon as Paddy wanted to finish the arm, it was already too late, and Bobby was pretty much already asleep from here. So the interesting thing about this submission is that 10 years ago, Paddy Pimblett actually hit a very similar submission in the Cage Warriors against a fighter named Conrad Hayes. He was actually up against the wall when this was happening, and his back was against the cage. And basically all he did is he got a Kimura grip, stuck his left leg on the outside, just like he did in this position, and he just threw his right leg over the shoulder, similar to this exact same triangle that he hit on Bobby Green. So yeah, that concludes the breakdown of the submission of the night from the UFC 304 from Paddy the Baddy Pimblett. Let me know what you think in the comments, and yeah, make sure to like and subscribe, guys. Thanks so much. I hope you enjoyed. Os.